Terraformers Friday. What do you guys think of the new intro? I love it. The guys at the PCN cooked it up for me, and I can't wait to see what you guys think of it. I just wanted to pop into this before we actually went into the review. It's the Transformers KRE's Devastator set, and it's the Toys R Us version, not the basic version you'd find anywhere else. Now, I have to let you guys know, I filmed this one a little while ago, so obviously I'm dressed differently, and I could use a shower by this point. I'm sure you didn't need to know that, but I felt like talking too much. Oh, and at the end of the episode, we are now doing a different way of showing where you can reach everybody. Like, you can reach Dirt and the others at the PCN through Twitter, email, the hotline, the website, the forums, all that fun stuff. But I'm out of breath. So, unlike Dirt, I am unable to tell you guys individually every week about that. So we're just going to use the same footage we used last week, and we're probably going to do that every week from now on. And it's either that or a credit roll. And I'd rather not give you guys another credit roll. If you want to see a credit roll, you can watch my show over at Geeks Obscure Reviews on YouTube. That show gets a credit crawl, but I enjoy that. I feel it fits that spectrum, but not the spectrum we're doing here. So anyway, let's just jump right to it. Hey guys, so today we've got the Autobot Assault Devastator KRE set. Now, this one is bigger than the average set you would find in stores because it is the Toys R Us exclusive variant, and there's not a lot of, well, there is a lot of difference, but in the regular set, you'd get the Devastator, you would get, well, you get most of what's in here. You would get all of these characters. You would not get the Gunner, but what's more important about what you would get is what you would not get. In the regular set, you get a regular Devastator. This is the Generation 2 repaint Devastator KRE. If you don't know, KRE is the little minifigures for the KREs. And this set also comes with a large-scale Ironhide figure, which I love. It's the biggest reason I got this set. Like, I love the idea of getting all these KRE characters, but honestly, they're not as much fun unless you have the companion giant version. Now, the one problem I do have with this set is that Devastator is made out of 4 characters. And in most, if not all, other variations, Devastator's been made out of 6 characters. So that's a bit of a bummer, but we can live with it. So, okay, I feel I should point out, in this set, what we get special is, obviously, Ironhide, the Gunner, and, interestingly enough, we also get a special porta potty. So, we're going to crack this open and take a look at it as is before we start building. Okay guys, this is the unbuilt Devastator set. If you can see, I've actually tried to organize the pieces so I know where everything is, and it's a big help, but it still does not make things completely that easy. Normally I would do a speed build to show you guys what it looks like to put these things together, but look at this set. It is monstrous. So I'm just going to go ahead and build it, but before I do that, I will show you the other things it came with. Came with a sticker sheet, which I have used. Again, sorry you didn't get to see that. We got the construction site book for instructions. Let's see what else. We've got Scrapper and Hightower instruction booklet. And then Scavenger and Drill Bits instruction booklet. And then the exclusive stuff is all in this booklet for Ironhide's build. And I know building Devastator is in one of these books too, but I'm not going to look for it. So right now, I'm going to put these together in vehicle form. So we'll get to see that and the actual construction site, and then we will be back in a minute. Okay, this is everybody in their vehicle form. It's a little crowded, but we'll do what we can. This is obviously Ironhide. And then we've got the Constructicons. This one is Hightower. This one is Scrapper. This one obviously is Drill Bit, and this one is Scavenger. You can see that. what I really like about this set that you wouldn't get in a regular one, just the Toys R Us exclusive, is the little porta potty right back there. So these are their vehicle modes as well as the construction site characters. Forgot to move these guys out of the way, but we got Ironhide, and then we got G2 Devastator, as opposed to the regular one, which would be a light lime green. This is the yellow and purple one. And if you look really close, he's got a replica of Megatron's gun. And I don't know how many times they've done that, but I think that's really awesome. And I don't know if this is noticeable or not. This was part of the series where they were like pushing Dark Energon. So it came with this extra chest piece that was supposed to like show that they were under the power of the Energon for some reason. And there are these 4 pieces that put together with that Energon thing, but we'll get into that later. But I don't know if we can see all these guys, so let's move this. And we've got the foreman in his little house. We got the scaffolding. We've got the guy here. And then, if I can move this, we've got the guy in the porta potty, and then the guy working the cement mixer. And these things are a lot of fun. They have a lot of interesting side bits to them. The drill bit actually drills, kinda. And there was some pieces missing. I don't blame anybody other than myself for that. Even if it was part of the reason because of the people putting the set together or the shipping or whatever. This is a massive, massive set. So if I'm missing like 2 pieces, I can live with that. Because like they're not necessary pieces, and I know some of them I had before and I just misplaced myself. But for what they are right now, I love these things. Now we're going to use the magic of editing to put them in robot mode. Okay guys, here are the 5 characters in robot mode. We've got Ironhide, of course. We've got... It's hard to show them all in the shot, so let's try to do this right. We got this guy. That is Scavenger. The guy in the far back is Hightower. I think you guys can see that guy right there. Then we got Scrapper and Drill Bit. There's not much to say about these guys, and I have to admit, again, I'm suffering from lost piece syndrome, especially with Ironhide, and I honestly think that's my own fault more than anybody else's. Like, I'm not good at keeping these pieces together, but they're pretty cool for the most part. Some of them I think were hastily made, especially these 2 guys, but... And again, my problem with these are really mostly that these are not the characters we grew up with. Like, I've never heard of Drillbit or Hightower before. And Hightower might be another character that I just never heard of, but I don't recall him ever being a Constructicon. But they're all built pretty well. Actually, I'm really impressed with Ironhide's build, considering he's an exclusive. He's got the door back wing thing going on. And they're all, well, with the exception again of these 2 characters, they're all pretty well designed. And, well, that's all we got for these figures, so now we're going to go and show off Devastator. Okay guys, and now that's Devastator. He's clearly twice as tall as Ironhide. He's a mishmash of the 4 other pieces, which in terms of size works out pretty much. We got the pieces of the drill bit and the wrecking ball and the scooper and whatever else. The claw, which I don't remember. And we got these tank treads on the back. You can tell that this piece and this piece do not match because I ran out of these pieces. And I blame myself. I easily could have lost it. So, he's pretty massive. What I really like about this thing, sometimes there's good and bad with these figures. The only bad is like the occasional pieces like these pieces don't want to stay on, so they fall off or whatever, and I've already lost 2, and I blame myself on that. My mind was wandering. But what I really like about this guy is the head sculpt is very reminiscent of the G1 character, and I like that a lot. And I know the foot here is pretty reminiscent of the original character, and I do like the wrecking ball. I feel the drill could have been more of like an arm attachment as opposed to an actual arm. I like how the wrecking ball's in the claw, so he could still swing it and still use a claw. Now, if you were gonna pay full price for this set, I think it was like 80 to 100 bucks, and that feels like a lot. But for what you're getting, it's really just barely worth it. I think I got this on clearance because KRE is not as popular as it was, if it ever was popular. But I'm very happy with this buy, and if you can snag a Devastator Ironhide Toys R Us exclusive set, I would highly recommend it. So yeah, if you can find one of these sets, I would recommend it. It's a lot of fun to play with. It's a little bit of a hassle to transform and transform and transform again, but there's something really satisfying when you've got the put together and you're ready to play with it. What I'd recommend though, put it together, and then by that time you're going to be tired and you're not going to want to play, but leave it out, leave it to the side where it's not going to get bothered, and by the time you want to play with it, it's out again. And if you feel like, oh, but I want to build, take Devastator apart and build them into the vehicle modes or the 4 robots. There's always something to do with this set, and it's always a lot of fun. Oh, and I forgot this piece of Dark Energon. You can see that. Each set in this wave came with a piece of that to make this big giant laser gun, which I will not show you. I'm missing one set, and it's one of the tinier sets. But maybe one day I'll put the other ones together. The tiny set is just a couple pieces that aren't really essential to the big giant piece that it makes. Maybe one of these days I'll put that together and show it to you guys, but for right now, that's it. But hey, if you like this episode or if you hated it, which I would understand either way, let us know.
Don't forget to go to popculturenetwork.com where you can check out more toy reviews, stuff about comic books, video games, whatever that we might have there on the site.
Which many of are much better than this one, I promise you.
You can also go to jointheforums.com, the official forums of the Pop Culture Network. You can talk to all the other great people there about neat stuff just like this.
Oh, and you can check out my show if you're interested in something besides Transformers at The Geek Reviews. The show is The Geeks Obscure Reviews. Again, I can never remember what the damn YouTube page is called.
You can also find me personally on Twitter if you want to go to @PCN_dirt. You want to ask me some questions. You got a follow-up. You got something else you want to see reviewed on the show. Make sure you let me know there. You can also call our 24-hour voicemail line. It's area code 217-953-4025. That number is burned into my brain. I'm never going to forget it. Make sure you call and leave us a voicemail message.
So take a look at all that, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoy past episodes and future episodes. And until next time, this is The Geek for the Pop Culture Network, saying good journey.
That's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.